Hello everyone, this is Dr. E, and for today we're going to be working on word problems involving oblique triangles, particularly the law of sines. In solving any word problems in mathematics, the challenge is writing the equation that will help us answer the word problems that we are working on. And for today, we're going to be working on a different types of triangle because we're used to working with right triangle wherein we can use the Pythagorean theorem and sometimes the trig ratio, sohcahtoa, to find the missing parts of our right triangle. But for today, oblique triangle is what we're going to be focusing on, and oblique triangles are basically triangles with no right angle. And for this particular example, you'll notice that the law of sines can be used because we have corresponding parts that's going to help us in writing the equation that will help us in solving for the missing part of this triangle. So in this case, we are given the measurement of angle A and angle B, and we are also given side A, and in this particular case, wherein we are given a corresponding or opposite side of the angle and side that is given, we're going to be using the law of sine because here, A and A is a pair of opposite angle and sides, and B, we can work out an equation that will help us find side B using the law of sine. So from here, since we have this triangle, so let me draw that triangle so that you can see it easier. We have A here and we have side A here. This is given, which is 32 degrees, and this is also given, which is 42.9 centimeters. We are also given side or angle B, which is 81.8, and it's also given the missing part of that angle, which is side B. So from here, the law of sine will apply because A sine A equal to B sine B will help us in answering this missing part of this oblique triangle by replacing the given A or side A, which is 42.9 centimeters, and we have the angle A, which is 32 degrees. We're also given angle B, which is 81.8. And now, by using cross product, we'll be able to find B. So by rewriting our equation into 42.9 multiplied by sine 81.8 divided by sine 32 degrees, which is the side that we are looking for, is approximately equal to what the technology or calculator will give us. So if you have a graphing calculator, it's a lot easier to work with. It's all you need to do is to type in 42.9 multiplied by sine 81.8, enter, and then I will divide this by sine 32 degrees, and I have 80.12805. So let me write it down. So I have 80.128, which is the value of side B that we are calculating, and this is how we use the law of sine in finding the missing parts of our oblique triangle. So now that we're able to replace the value of A, sine A or sine 32 degrees, and we have sine B or sine 81.8 degrees, and by cross multiplication, we'll be able to find the value of B, which is in this case 80.1 centimeters if we round it up to the nearest tenths. So 128 is simply 80.1 rounded up to the nearest tenth of our side B. So now that we know how to use the law of sine, let's proceed to working out with word problems involved with the law of sine. And the challenge here is figuring out how to draw the triangle that will help us in solving this word problem. So we have a surveyor who wishes to measure the distance across a river, and she determines that C is equal to 112.90 degrees, and A is 31.10 degrees, and B is 347.6 feet. We need to find the distance A, and in this case, distance A is the distance across the river. So if we're going to visualize the river and the given angle measurement, so we have a river right here, and we're going to cross it. So by crossing it, it forms an angle. So one is an obtuse angle and one is an acute angle. So we're visualizing that this can be our obtuse angle and this can be our acute angle. So now this point right here is the distance across the river, which we are going to be measuring. So if we're going to use our given value, so the obtuse angle is 112.9, which is C. So this is C, 112.9 degrees. And we have an acute angle, which is 31.10 degrees, with side B at 347.6 feet. So angle A is an acute angle, so let's use this as our angle A, which is 31.10 degrees. 31.10 degrees. And we know that this is A and this is C. We can name this B, and its opposite side would be side A, side B, and side C. And in this case, we have no angle B, but we can easily find angle B by adding 31.10 and 112.9, subtracting it from 180, and we will find B using our sum of interior angles of a triangle. And from that, we'll be able to produce the value of B. So we have 112.9 degrees plus 31.10 degrees. And if we subtract it from 180, it will be the measurement of angle B. And in that case, it will equal to 36 degrees. So now we have 36 degrees right here. And from here, we have a corresponding or opposite side of B, which is what is given in this problem, which is 347.6 feet. 347.6 feet. And we have A and its opposite A. So now we can use the law of sine to figure out a way on how to find the distance between these 2 points right here, B and C. So we have A sine A equal to B sine B. And by replacing the given values, A is missing, so we're not going to replace it. Sine A is given, which is 31.10 degrees. Side B is also given, 347.6, and angle B, which we have found because two angles are given, 36 degrees. And by cross multiplication, we have A is equal to 347.6 multiplied by sine 31.10 all over sine 36 degrees, and we'll be able to find the value of A. So if we use our calculator, I'll have 347.6 multiplied by sine 31.10 divided by sine 36, and I'm getting 305.463. 305.463. So this is what I got from my calculator, and this is the value of this side of this oblique triangle using technology and the law of sine. So we're able to produce this diagram So we cross the river. The surveyor is wanting to find the distance between B and C. And using the law of sine, we have A and C as our given angles. And if we add them up, subtracting it from 180, and we'll have 36 degrees. And from here, we'll have a corresponding parts of angle and side. And our angle A, which is given, can help us find side A using law of sine. And by replacing all those values by the given information that we have, we'll be able to find the side A that we're looking for using cross multiplication and using technology. So we'll now have side A, which is 305.5 feet, which is close to what we got from our calculations. So 0.463 rounded up to the nearest tenth, and it's going to be 305.5. So this is how we use the sine law when we are calculating for the oblique triangles and finding its missing parts using our formulas. So this is our lesson. This is our lesson for today on answering word problems involving the law of sines. So in answering any word problems in mathematics, writing out the equation and formulating the formula is a challenge. But if you know your math skill that is going to help you formulate your equation, it will be a lot easier. So mastery of your math fundamentals will help in answering problems similar to this one. This is Dr. E, and see you again next time.
Bye.